All right, what is up, everyone? This is Socks, and this is unfortunately not my open field video, which I wanted to make, but there is something coming up over the last few days, which I wanted to address, and there might be some rumors already circulating about this, right? Uh, Over the next few days, most likely 2605 will be bringing a group of players to 2268, and that group will most likely contain Chisgol as well. Okay, so if anyone was following 2605's last KVK, they did lose, unfortunately, right? And as a result of that, after two KVK losses, they stated about 40% of the Alliance are migrating or plan to migrate. And there were about 30% who didn't even meet contributions, unfortunately, right? So this kingdom will essentially die after this KVK. So they're taking a group of players from leadership. Ward Eddie, Chad, and Peace, I believe, are leading that group to merge with another kingdom, which will most likely be 2268. And we'll see how they fill in the gaps in the next probably 3 to 4 days. I heard they will be coming after their KVK ends so they can collect the iconic crystals, as well as I think Zenith is also going on, so some will migrate after the Zenith is over, right? So some will slowly be trickling in over the next few days, right? But yeah, if you wanted to look at that KVK, right? This is the KVK. It was a 3 Imperium KVK and a bunch of ACs, which unfortunately got stuck in there, right? 1093, 2605, and 1960 were sort of the 3 Imperiums entering this KVK, right? And 1093 ultimately came out as the victors of this KVK, right? They were a 4 Alliance Imperium. 1960 was a 1 Alliance Imperium. 2605 was also a 1 Alliance Imperium, right? So 1093 like had really overwhelming field when I was watching him. It was a pretty fun KVK to watch, right? 1960 is sort of like viewed as the undisputed strongest kingdom until this point, but 1093 knocked them off their pedestal, right? And unfortunately, 2605 did die after this KVK. It was mainly 1093 and 1960 duking it out in Kingsland for the most part, I'd say. But it was still a fun KVK to watch. Unfortunately, this led to 2605 dying after this KVK, though, right? So yeah, the content creators in this kingdom now, right? So as you can see, right, we have a lot of various content creators. I've recently started making content myself, right? So in the bottom left, this is Bus Driver, right? Bus Driver recently migrated here about a week or a week and a half ago. This is Taki. She makes Spanish content for Rise of Kingdoms. This is Black Panther. Some of you may know him as our inspirational war lead slash trash talker, right? And this is Ploto Gaming, right? I think a lot of you know Ploto Gaming. Only Farmer and Chisgol, who will most likely be coming in the next few days, right? And of course, me in the middle, right? So, as someone who's just starting out making content, I'm very excited to work with and as well as play with all these fellow content creators going forward in the kingdom, right? I'll also throw all their links to their YouTube in the description of this video as well if you want to check them out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to working with these guys going forward as well, right? There might be some other names I left out. I'm sorry as well, right? So here's some of the names which will be coming to our kingdom. I can actually search them. I don't want to show the full list. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show the full list of players that are probably coming, right? But here are some of the names which I know. So Ward Eddie Chadsky obviously is one of the R4s of 2605, right? Pretty decent stats, right? Power, all that good stuff, right? What I'm most excited to see is probably Fluffy Pony, right? For all of you that don't know, Fluffy Pony is one of the bigger. I put him like probably Kraken level spending, right? If you look at his highest power, he's at 820 million. A lot of deads, right? Honestly, this is a pretty heavy spender, right? I put him pretty close to peace level, maybe even more than peace level, depending on. I know he has multiple accounts, right? And we'll see how he does. I'm pretty sure he'll do pretty good, right? Pretty good stats, right? So I'm looking forward to getting the goldies from Fluffy Pony as well, right? Chisgol is obviously most likely coming, and Cortex. I think a lot of people know Cortex, right? Will also be coming most likely, right? Yoda, right? Yoda was one name a lot of people know, right? He's like one of the probably one of the highest power Krakens in the game, right? Once upon a time, he did drop a lot of power this KVK though. Regarding Yoda, I do not believe he's coming this KVK. I believe he will be coming the KVK after. That's what I've heard. But yeah, for now, these are the players that are most likely going to be coming. There's a group of, I think it's a group of about 25 total players that will be coming, led by Chadsky as well as Peace from 2605. So I'm looking forward to playing with them, right? I know, Fluffy Pony's probably going to drop a lot of gold chests, right? So I'm assuming this will be a pretty large spending group, right? So that'll, as a free to play, you always look forward to playing with more spenders, right? Um, Also, as free to play, it's pretty hard to get into kingdoms like this, especially if you don't spend, right? Because most Imperiums have a spending requirement, right? So I'm pretty fortunate to have, been in 2268 at this time, right? Because I have actually been denied from a lot of Imperiums because I do not spend in game, right? So this is a good opportunity for me to play at probably a higher pace, higher level Imperium, right? I'm assuming we'll like as I said, be one alliance and probably 1 trillion kill points. So we will be definitely up there in terms of the Imperiums. But whether we'll be getting memed on a lot, I know. But I'm looking forward to it. We'll see how we do in the next KVK, right? But yeah, stay tuned. I'll definitely release the open field video next. Yeah, stay tuned, right? Stay tuned.